What's going on, everybody? Welcome into Falcons Today. I am not Matthew Peterson. My name is Joey Peterson, so you still got a Petey hanging out with you on this fine afternoon. He's actually on his bachelor party right now, so to show him some love, get down in the comment section right now and spam those Peteys. So TJ Watt did his best impression of a wide receiver by putting out a cryptic social media post. He posted this on his Instagram story, flashing a peace sign amid contract talk discussions. Then Mark Caboli followed that up with a tweet saying, "After talking to people, I'd keep an eye on this Steelers TJ Watt contract situation moving forward a little bit more closely. It doesn't appear that the IG picture he posted yesterday was just by chance. I'd imagine an extension is still going to eventually get done, but the price tag just might be a tad bit higher than some have anticipated." So the question that we're talking about on today's episode is, should the Falcons pounce on a guy like TJ Watt if contract talks go sideways? Could Atlanta swoop in there and give Pittsburgh an offer they couldn't refuse, also give TJ Watt a contract extension, and bring one of the best edge rushers in the National Football League to Atlanta? When you look at the statistics, I mean, he's just been so consistent. 11 and a half sacks this past year, 61 tackles, 19 sacks the year before that. 2 years prior, 22 and a half sacks in 15 games played. I think if he's not the best edge rusher in football, I believe he is the most underrated edge rusher in football, because when you look at the highest paid edge rushers per year, he's not even cracking the top 5 as of right now. Of course, Myles Garrett got absolutely unreal money just a couple of months ago, $40 million a year. And now TJ Watt looks at that. He sees the kind of age similarities. He sees the statistic similarities between the two. And I'm sure that Watt likely wants that Myles Garrett contract. He's looking at him in the same exact division. Almost same exact production. Very similar type players, both disruptive, both game wreckers, both season changers. And he said, if Myles getting that money at that age, why can't I? Let's take a deeper look into Myles Garrett's extension details. 4 years, $160 million, averaging $40 million a year. And the big part about that all is, of that money, the $160 million of it, $123 million of that is guaranteed. So if you were TJ Watt, if I were TJ Watt, first off, I wouldn't be here right now. But second off, I would look at that and say, why can't that be me? Why shouldn't that be me? I've produced just as much as Myles Garrett has. I'm a guy who still has a lot longer of a career in the National Football League. Why can't I get $40 million? And if I don't get $40 million, why can't it be something close? So coming up on today's show, I'm going to give you some TJ Watt odds. We got the next team odds we're going to go over. I'll show you where Atlanta falls, and all those. We'll break it down and a whole lot more on today's episode. But what you guys should break down and go join is our friends over at PrizePicks. Is the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. I do it every single day. Reed does it every single day. My dad does it every single day. It's so easy to use. And springtime's here. That means baseball season is officially underway, so don't miss your chance to add your favorite players from the diamond in your PrizePicks lineup. Whether it's strikeouts, RBIs, or first inning runs, take your pick of more or less for your shot to win up to 1,000 times your cash today. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. On PrizePicks, you can mix and match player projections from different sports. Combine your favorite baseball players with players from basketball, hockey, esports, and much more. Let's take a look at my selected PrizePicks lineup. I've got the Austin Riley Moore for hits, runs, and RBIs. I've got more on Matt Olson for half total bases, and then less on Kyle Schwarber for 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. So download the PrizePicks app today and use code CLNS and get $50 instantly when you play just $5. That's code CLNS on PrizePicks to get $50 instantly when you play just $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. The link to this promo is in the comments and description of today's video. PrizePicks, run your game. Alrighty, it is time to take a look at the next team odds for TJ Watt, and we will reveal where the Atlanta Falcons fall in that, and here they are. New England Patriot leads the bunch at plus 300. Closely behind is Seattle and Philadelphia and Arizona at 400, 500, and 600. Then you take a look at Tennessee, Los Angeles, and Atlanta rounding out the top 9. They sit at plus 900 odds. If you don't speak odds, that means they're, it's fine odds. Nothing great, nothing horrible. This is all via Bet Online, of course. And when you look at the current state of the Falcons' front 5, in my opinion, I'd like those odds to at least be a little bit higher, especially taking into account everything that you fans went through over this past season, watching this front 5 do their best at trying to get to the pass rusher, to the passer, and that's putting it very kindly. Kind of treating them like kindergartners, like, you guys, you were doing your best, because there's not much better to say. The Falcons, they need pass rush help. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And if you're looking to get it in a little bit more of a guarantee, TJ Watt is that answer. We're going to talk about it in a little bit. I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into it, but you could always go the draft, but that's a massive question mark. You could always have done something free agency. But TJ Watt, it's there. 30 sacks in his last 2 seasons. 22 and a half sacks in 15 games 3 years ago. I know we already talked about all these numbers, but still, this dude is absolutely ridiculous. And because of that, it will cost you a decent bit. First round pick, okay? Then you get TJ Watt. Are you willing to cough up that first round pick to add a guy like TJ Watt? And this isn't just some trade that I pulled out of thin air, Reed pulled out of thin air. We talked to our Steelers Talk host, Jack Sperry. He covers the Steelers every single day. He feels around the media. He kind of knows what the offer might look like. And we came up with a first round selection, pick number 15. And when you look at the Falcons draft picks, it's a pretty coveted selection, not only because it's the first, but also you get that up, you give that up, there's not much behind it. You got a second rounder, a fourth rounder, 2 sevenths. You have one day 2 selection. Every other pick you have after that is in the 4th or in the 7th round. And so sure, you could look at that and say, TJ Watt, a guy like TJ Watt for just a first round selection, that's a no-brainer, but you have to think past that in this league. You have to think, okay, this past year didn't go as everybody wanted it to. Sure, there's hopes, there's thoughts, there's dreams of this next year being something different. And if you want to rebuild in a sense, you're going to need some draft picks to do it, and a first-round pick would be very helpful. A guy that I'm looking at in that first-round selection is Mike Green. Mike Green is without a doubt my favorite edge rush target in the 2025 NFL Draft after Abdul Carter. Okay, let's talk realistic edge rush targets for Atlanta at pick number 15. The way that he can win, not only with speed, not only with bend, but with power as well, is something that is very, very uncommon. You saw what he did at Marshall. There are massive question marks. Can he do it at the next level? There's going to be a massive talent jump. Well, at the Senior Bowl, he played pretty damn well. Stole the show of the weekend. Bull rush Josh Connolly Jr. into next week. And that's a guy who might go late in the first round at tackle position. Mike Green's a guy I'm looking to at pick number 15. And so with that, I ask you, would you trade for TJ Watt, that first rounder? Okay, keep that in mind. First round pick for TJ Watt. Give me a yes or no in the comment section down below. Give me a simple Y, simple N. That would suffice. Weigh in and let me know your answer. It would be great to add TJ. It would be awesome. You guys know from me talking this entire time, I have immense respect for TJ Watt and the player he is. But I'm going to give this a no. And why? You're going to have to pay him just too much money. Far too much money. And I get it. You have a quarterback on a rookie contract, but you also know what else is not on a rookie contract and is making a lot of money? Kirk Cousins. That's who. Alrighty? And TJ Watt would cost you 4 years, $112 million, average of $28 million with $80 million of that guaranteed. And that is, his current deal. And so it's like, you'd have to up that to possibly $40 million to be where Myles Garrett's at. And it's like, okay, It's too much money. You're already hamstrung enough. To add a guy like TJ Watt would just kind of screw you in general. And honestly, ladies and gentlemen, I just end up thinking that an extension is going to get done. It will. It's Mike Tomlin. It's the Steelers. They built their entire franchise on the backs of defense. Mike Tomlin is a pure defensive coach. He's not going to let TJ Watt leave. I can promise you that. And then what you look at now is the draft. Your pick number 15. Mike Green falls to you at 15. That's an easy selection. Sure, he's no TJ Watt yet. He could be. Who knows? Got a really high ceiling. But you save yourself a lot of money, and you get to use that first-round selection. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button before you get on out of here. Petey will be back very soon, but you're stuck with me at least for today. We'll see you next time.